You guys have all wanted more fingerboard videos, so I am bringing you one today on how to kickflip a fingerboard. So today I am doing a how to kickflip tutorial, so here we go. So to do the kickflip, step one is to just get good at ollies. Something that's not crucial to learn the kickflip but definitely helps is to have clean grip tape at all times. If you're using a tech deck with just like sandpaper style grip tape, it's okay, you don't need to clean that. But if you are using foam grip tape, go ahead and take some Elmer's tape or even just some electrical tape and stick it on, peel it away, and that'll clean your grip tape and make it a whole lot easier. So once you're getting more comfortable with ollies, it's on to step two. So step two is finger positioning. Finger positioning is very important when it comes to doing the kickflip. If you don't have the right finger positioning, it can make this trick extremely difficult to learn. So you don't want your fingers too close to the edge or else the board is going to kind of just flip out when you go to try and do it. And if your fingers are too far overhanging like that, it'll make it very hard to even get any flip and you'll basically just do a decent ollie. This is me trying to kickflip with my fingers out like that. Kind of just doesn't do a whole lot. And this is too close to the edge. Some tricks are easier if your fingers are on one side, but the kickflip, you want it pretty much right in the middle. So you want the very tip of your fingerprint, which is that spot right there, to be directly above the board. So for me, that looks like that. Once your fingers are directly over the board, make sure you're not too far in the middle or else you'll have nowhere to kind of pop the board up. So you want your middle finger to be on the very edge of the tail and your index finger to be about in the middle of the board. And this is going to give you the best kickflip. So now time for step three. So step three is the most important part of this whole thing, and that is the flicking motion. So on a real skateboard, you'll take your foot and kind of want to like flick it out like that. You don't really want to do that. On a fingerboard, you want to keep your fingers just like this. Don't move them apart because that's just going to mess it up. And when you do that, that leaves the board spinning like that. So your first attempt will probably look something like this. Maybe not quite like that. So it takes a little bit to get comfortable with that position and then getting it consistent. Consistency is probably the hardest part with the fingerboard kickflip. Step four is the final step, and that is landing on your board. So it'll help quite a bit if you learn the kickflip off of something. It can be a stack of books, it doesn't matter really what it is. I'm using this awesome stair set that we made in another video because it's pretty much the perfect level, and this will actually get you very comfortable with landing on your board because you definitely don't need to ollie as high because your height is right here. So grab a few books and just do a couple ollies to get comfortable. Once you've gone back to step one, which is getting more comfortable with ollies off of something, you are ready to do the kickflip. But I still haven't quite gotten to step four, and that is how to properly land on your board. So something that really helped me learning the kickflip was just experimenting with different speeds of how fast I flick the board. Sometimes I would accidentally do a double kickflip perfectly. That was just how the board spun. But just work on speeds of rotation. See, I did that one like super fast and didn't land it. And landed that one pretty much perfect. So try to do the kickflip very slow at first, and even if the board lands on this angle, it's still gonna land upright, and then your fingers can kind of just catch it like that. When you're first learning tricks on a fingerboard, this is what I think everybody does. I did it, I know a lot of other people that have done it, and that's just where you do a trick, your fingers are way up here, the board lands, and your fingers land on it. In real time, it's really hard to tell that that even happens, but if you start filming yourself in slow motion, it'll be real obvious that you do that. If you can get to that stage, that is very well for refining it. I purposely had my hand up here just to show you what it looks like, and that's totally okay. I still count that as landing on the board because you landed on the board. So once you get to that step, you are so close to getting it dialed. You just need to do it over and over, and then you'll start catching it in the air and landing your fingerboard down and your fingers at the same time. That's it for today's video, and comment down below what other type of fingerboard videos you guys want, because all of you guys just say make more fingerboard videos, but what type of fingerboard videos do you guys want? Because I don't really know. Do you want builds, hacks, tutorials? It doesn't really matter in my mind, just whatever you guys want, I can probably achieve. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Be sure to hit the subscribe button right over there if you have not already. Be sure to hit the top video up there if you haven't, and the bottom while you're at it. Social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you in my next video.